WPTV.
Welcome back to the desk. The NBA playoffs are set to begin on May 22nd, and with a little bit over a month left in the season, the NBA crew is here to dive into all the action on the hardwood. And joining me today, we have Justis, Tristin, Danny, and Nijee. Now, Justis, will go to you first, and this is very fitting that this is the first question. We saw the return of Kevin Durant Wednesday night. He had 17 points. He didn't miss a shot. Just missed a free throw. It's typical of Kevin Durant. But however, James Harden is going to miss some time with a hamstring injury. Justis, should we be concerned about the health of the Nets and more so the chemistry of the Nets come the playoff times?
I think the Nets should be a little bit concerned, not necessarily from the injuries, but from the chemistry. If you look at the games missed between the Nets' three stars, they have combined 57 missed games this season. That is a lot. Obviously, KD has the most of those. He's been out for like 2 months. But like I said, I don't think injuries is the biggest problem. I think they'll be fine. But, the three main stars, they acquired Blake Griffin, acquired LaMarcus Aldridge. They have all not played together at all. And we're 5 weeks away from the playoffs. We don't want a repeat of what happened to the Clippers last year. So a little bit concerned, not so much about the East, but, you get to the finals, playing the Lakers, you're going to watch your chemistry in order.
Nijee?
I'm going to just piggyback off of Justis, what he said. But I'm not really that worried because you see KD, he came back shot perfect. Like, I don't really see nobody in the East that can stop the Nets. Like, who are you going to focus on? You going to focus on KD or you going to focus on Kyrie? And then you got James Harden. And y'all seen Blake Griffin out here dunking like his back, like he.
Oh, he was playing with he was in Detroit. That didn't matter. He was playing with people.
Come on. And LaMarcus Aldridge could still shoot from anywhere. So I'm not really that worried.
Danny?
I'm going to have to agree. For me, I'm going to go like a little on the opposite end. I think health is the only thing. Honestly, chemistry-wise, I kind of seen enough from the big three in their very small sample size. Not only that, I feel like they're too deep. It's an embarrassment of riches. Nick Claxton is giving them good minutes. Alize Johnson. Chris Chioza had 8 assists the other game. Like, come on.
Yeah, and people, when they first traded for – and Justin's over here rubbing his hands together like Birdman or something. But everybody was saying, oh, they're gonna have no depth. The buyout market, they added LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin, and you still have Bruce Brown. So Tristin, what's gonna stop this team? Seriously.
I mean, I'm not worried at all for them, if I'm being honest. I think signings like Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge were partially made for situations like this. Where I think as long as 2 of the big 3, as long as 2 of the heads of that Hydra are available, I think they're going to be perfectly fine, regardless of what the combination is. If you're missing one of them, as long as you have 2, I think adding Blake Griffin, Aldridge, and I think getting consistent minutes and performance from players like Claxton and other players off the bench, I think they're fine in all reality.
Yeah, the more the merrier for the Nets.
I don't like to say that, but it's true.
Yeah, let's move on from them. I'm tired of talking about the Nets. It's crazy. But keeping it in the East, there's been a few surprising teams in the East this year, like the Charlotte Hornets. Michael Jordan's been made of how bad of an owner he is, and I mean it's real slander. He should get it, but they are currently the 4th seed in the conference. They did lose LaMelo Ball for the rest of the season. Gordon Hayward's also struggling with injuries right now, and as the playoffs get closer, the schedule's going to get tougher. Tristin, can the Hornets keep that playoff spot, or at least can they stay at least in the top 5 seeds?
No, to keep it simple. I think losing LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward, at least Hayward might not be out for the season, but LaMelo Ball is. I think losing those 2 players, regardless of how long it is, puts the Hornets back in the exact spot they were in before acquiring them. And that's not a good spot to be in. With a tough schedule ahead, I see them dropping in the East. And again, without those 2 players, whether they finish 7th or 8th, their playoff run ends early.
Oh, do we have a prediction already? Justis, what do you got? What do you got with the Charlotte Hornets?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Tristan. I don't think that with LaMelo out and Gordon Hayward going to miss time, I don't think that they have enough. Terry Rozier is averaging 20 points per game. He's having a great season, but if you look at how close the teams in the East are, the Hawks are right behind them. The Heat are only going to get better. If the Celtics figure it out, they're going to have a better record. The Knicks have a tough schedule, but I think that they have the talent. And, the Bulls are creeping up. They just got Vucevic. They're only a couple games back. I think it's so tight. I don't think they have the talent to stay afloat. They're going to be in the playing game, so it's going to be up to the rest of them to see if, they have any, hope for a playoff spot.
Nijee?
Did I hear a Nets fan compliment the Knicks?
I did. Compliment the Knicks. I did compliment the Knicks.
Okay, but looking at the team behind the Hornets, the Hornets might miss the playoffs. I'm completely, because like LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward really was like the main factors of this team being the fourth seed in my eyes. So the team behind me going to keep on winning. Like, it's going to be like improving by the end of the season. So I see the Hornets not being in the playoffs, or like if they make the play-in tournament easy, like they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose in the first game. So it doesn't really matter. They need two pieces to be in the playoffs.
Danny, everybody right now on this block's very pessimistic. Do we have some optimism for the Hornets?
Nah, make it 4 for 4. It's a wave of negativity here. Yeah, so I was surprised that I thought they were going to drop I thought they were actually going to drop after LaMelo went out, but they didn't. But the Gordon Hayward loss is just like so huge. Devontae Graham and the Scary Terry can only do so much for you. So they're probably going to end up in the playing games or out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it was shaping up to be a good year for the Hornets, but yeah, who knows? Who knows now? No optimism on this block for them. Sorry, Hornets fans, we tried. But moving along to a team that I very care for much. The Los Angeles they've been down their 2 stars for a little bit now, but they did acquire Andre Drummond in the buyout market. Now, G, let's go to you. How much of an effect will Drummond have on this Laker team?
A major effect. If you look at Andre Drummond's stats for the whole season, he averaged 17 points a game, 13 rebounds per game. Mind you, he averaged 13 rebounds for a whole career. He only had one season, that's his rookie season, when he went under 10 rebounds. So having that big man to anchor the defense, him and AD, the Twin Towers, they both athletic. They can block shots. They get on breaks. It's amazing go down the post. And plus, he's there for rebound. He's there as the dunker. Like, he played the Dwight Howard role like last year, Angelo McGee role last year, and he's very efficient too. He's an efficient player. So a major pickup for the Lakers.
Yeah. But only scary thing is he got hurt the first game. Like they break. I think he broke a toenail or something.
Yeah,
crazy. But I'm watching this. I'm like, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. Danny, what are your thoughts on Drummond to the Lakers?
He looked really good last night. Honestly, I'm gonna just keep it short and simple. If he plays like this and LeBron and AD come back healthy, they're coming out of the West.
It's scary hours, but it's the Western version of scary hours. Tristin, what do you think?
I think we all know adding LeBron to any lineup in the NBA adds a significant boost offensively. The man is just an offensive genius. Adding Anthony Davis improves an offense and a defense. And then adding Andre Drummond, like the man's going to secure rebounds. He's going to play defense for you. Like Nijee said, he's averaging 17 points and 13 rebounds a game. I think hearing the news that LeBron and AD are coming back is like a big sigh of relief for Lakers fans right now.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Come on, Alex. Of course. Because we've been down bad. We've been pretty down bad with Kyle Kuzma in the starting lineup, KCP, and all the rest of the folks of the Lakers. Justis, what you got?
I think Andre Drummond is a great pickup. If you see what the Lakers did in the playoffs last year, Dwight Howard was actually a big part of their entire playoffs, except, against the Rockets. But I think that he's going to fill that role that Marc Gasol wasn't necessarily getting the job done. But also, the Lakers haven't been doing that terrible without LeBron and AD. They have some losses against some great teams, but they also have some wins against the Kings, the Magic, the Raptors, who just came off beating the Warriors by like 150. So
things are a little hot in that game too, but and especially in that Warriors, that's crazy. I've never seen that.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, Justis. They haven't been too bad. Not
I think with those three, Kuzma is starting to step up a little bit. Schroeder, Trez, I think the Lakers.
He's getting hot too.
Kuzma scored more than 20 in multiple games. All right.
Oh, he didn't play no
flowers.
But you know what? I'll be nice to him. Yes, but moving on to the last question of this block. There's not much time left in the season. A lot of guys have been hurt. So the MVP race is kind of funny looking. So Danny, I think I know who you're gonna say, and I'm not mad at it. So I'll give you the stage. Who you got for your MVP this season?
Honestly, I didn't get to say it in the beginning of the season because the seeding was not looking too pretty, but I'm going to go with my guy, Nikola Jokic. If we can take a look at the stats, dude is shooting 57% from the floor, 26, round up 11 rebounds, 9 assists. And he's shooting 42% from three. The Nuggets are now the 4 seed, hottest team in the league. And honestly, dude is just dropping these performances like casually now. The other night, he had like 27, 9, and 9 in 27 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can say to that. And you know, he might get it this year. I think it's going to be a big. That's just my opinion, though. But Tristan, who do you think is going to be the MVP this season?
Give me Dame Dollar, bro. Damian Lillard continues to be an offensive nightmare for everybody he plays with. Yeah, Kyrie went to go do the celebration the other night, but he had to stop himself. I was like, yeah, know your place. But Damian Lillard's averaging 29 points a game, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, shooting 44% from the field. He is usually the reason the Trailblazers are ever in the position that they're in. I would love to see Damian Lillard earn an MVP award. The man definitely deserves it. I hope the Blazers make it far this year.
Hey, as do I. I love watching Damian Lillard play. I do. I am a big fan of Damian.
It's always a good time.
Nijee.
Okay.
I know who you're gonna say. If I'm right, I know who you're gonna say. I know who you're gonna say.
When he not playing or when he leave a team, how did the team do? They always do bad. You know what I'm about to say? LeBron James, Mr. Old Man, Mr. Father Time. He averaging 25 points, shooting over 50% from the field. At the age of 36, he's still in the MVP conversation every year. The only reason he don't win MVP every year because of narrative. It's always somebody like, oh, he's this guy having the big story of the season. But like I said, I'm going with LeBron James, Mr. Father Time.
Yeah. I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that one. Justis, close us out. We've heard some good stuff. We've heard some maybe blasphemy. I don't know what you got to say, but let's see what you got to say.
First off, no Kyrie Irving slander will be allowed. Okay, Damian Lillard, Kyrie, both great point guards. All right, one has a championship. I'll digress. My MVP for this year, is obvious. It's James Harden, 25 points per game, 8 rebounds, 46% shooting. But the main stat, 10.9 assists per game, leading the league in assists per game. A guy who came on the Nets. People said it's not going to work because it's 3 ball hogs. James Harden, the biggest ball hog in the league, leading the league in assists. He is the MVP. He is the reason why the Nets are unstoppable. He's the main reason. KD's been out. James Harden has been the leader of the Nets. MVP.
And Justis took that personally.
1,000%.
No friends. It's kind of easy averaging 10 assists when you have KD and Kyrie on your team.
KD has not been there, bro. He's been hurt for 2 months.
So you're just not going to count Houston?
Hey, we'll save this for next week. We'll have to have a continuation for next week. But that was a great block, guys. And got to give Llanos some love. I know 2-time MVP already. He's averaging like 28 and like 12.
No Joel Embiid either. I was a little bit surprised.
I digress.
He missed too many games.
Yes.
So how many games did LeBron miss?
Hey, we're going to have a part 2 of this next week. But I think it's time to go out to the ballpark and buy some peanuts and Cracker Jacks with Joe Powell and the rest of the MVP. Not the MVP. See, you guys got me saying MVP with the MLB crew as we have some lovely drama to break down. And that's coming up next here on WP Sports Desk.